Hi, Coco Critics. It's me and TT Carson.
Yay.
Hey. I think this is episode 3.
Yeah,
Well,
at three.
episode 3 of the show. But here's the thing. So we are going to be better than two other comedians that I recorded with in the previous episode because we went so long that now it's being chopped up into parts.
Gotcha.
Okay. So all you hotties out there, you little hot Cocoa Critic fans, look, TT Carson is this amazing comedian. I've done a show or two with her here in the Houston area, and she is amazing. I'm so excited to have you on tonight. You have no idea. I told you earlier I was geeked. That was
Oh,
like that was no BS. That was no BS.
I appreciate
And look, I'm happy to have you. And your mug is it's in the mail, girl.
it. Okay.
So Unexpected Christmas, and this is actually the casting was done by Sparkle Casting. It's on Stars, on Prime. You could buy it, but if you have cable, you can kind of watch it for free on demand. But it's starring Lil Rel, Dominique Perry, Monique Gomez Preston. I guess she got married. Tabitha Brown, and a few other really amazing actors and actresses. So we're gonna cover it, and then at the end, you'll give your score, and that's how that's gonna work.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me, first of all, did you enjoy the movie before we get into like the plot? And you can spoil. So if you want, if there's something you want to discuss, you can spoil it. We don't have to gatekeep.
Okay. No, I,
Okay.
I actually did enjoy the movie, but
Okay.
I'm one of those, I'm a rom-com person. So
Okay.
even like my sister, she half the movies I like, she was like, girl, but I like them. That's my thing, rom-com. I'm
Yes.
a lover girl. I love love. Even if it
Okay.
is like that is so corny. I don't care. That's my thing. Corny is
Yes.
my thing.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Same.
but no, I enjoyed it. I really did. I was mad at
Hmm.
Rail because I'm like,
Same.
no, he
Same.
didn't. But it's like when he was dealing with what's her name, Dominique.
Oh
Yeah, it was.
yeah, and she plays Marissa, who's like this plain Jane spinster. They keep ragging on her
Yeah,
ponytail. She's a ponytail girl, and they've
mhm,
only been dating what like 3 months, but she found a
yeah,
ring and thought he was gonna propose because she was trying to sort out the relationship. That's like I'm just throwing like the setup at it real quick.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and she was expecting. It was a typical, almost like how Legally Blonde starts off,
hmm, yeah,
where right? Don't you think? It's kind of
yes.
similar.
It was like, oh, that wasn't for me. Oh, but it's I feel like a lot of us women, we don't do that. We feel like we're dealing with a man for a certain amount of time. We tend to just go with the
Hmm.
flow instead of like, where we going? What we doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so she did that, and she still got her feelings hurt. But at least
Mhm.
she's like, where we going? And but I was like, where's the unexpected? Like, where's the unexpected coming from?
I
But that,
counted 4 plot twists
uh huh,
in the movie total.
yeah. But I was so the first one was when he showed up with her sister. And I like that when she like when she was crashing out.
That was
Oh,
hilarious.
and then I think she crashed out for like maybe it was like 30 seconds.
Yes.
And then her sister was like, "What's wrong with you?" Right? And I was like, "Oh, she didn't really crash.
No, I
She
love it
should
when they
have
do
crashed
that.
more space. That's what she should have did." Like,
I know. I love it when they do that. Well, because what's crazy is first of all, we knew when she saw that ring
uh-huh.
that that wasn't for her. Like that was
Right.
like a warning to us, like, hey, we're gonna clue you in
Jen,
early.
we gonna we
This is
gonna
not
let
for
you know who
her.
it's for, but just know
She's about
this
to get
ain't
her heart broken. Yeah.
yeah.
And also look, when the movie started, I was kind of at odds because I'm thinking Dominique Perry, every time I see her, I think of Tasha from Insecure. And I was a
Mm,
huge team. Did you watch Insecure?
yes.
I kind of said it in a very assumptive tone. Okay, I assumed. I was
I love
Team
it.
Lawrence.
Yeah, you know what? I was both of them, honestly.
Really?
I just wanted her to be happy,
No.
but because I felt her connection with both of them, both of the
Yeah.
guys. I did, but
Yeah.
I would say Team Lawrence because she did like they were actually together. They lived together, you know.
True.
But then it's like he was depressed and just down and
He
but it was
was.
like and you
He
don't really want
was.
to leave your man during that time, but you also got to think about your own mental health and what you got going on. And then like I
Hmm.
want to say like it was times that she would try to help or try to,
Yeah.
but he wasn't trying to hear it and stuff, and that could
True.
take a
He was
toll on me
stubborn.
because I know that you're down. You're down right now, and I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to lift you up. But if you're not accepting
Hmm.
my lift up,
Right.
but
And she
when
caught him like right when he got a new job, right? He went to the bank because she was the bank
you're
teller. Tasha, I call her Tasha. Dominique Perry.
uh-huh.
Because and it's just that scene with the hot sauce.
Yeah.
You going places. I was like,
I love her though. She is a great
she's
actress.
good. And she's
Yes.
from Houston, apparently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Me either until about 30 minutes ago.
Well, we need to do a billboard how that girl did in Atlanta to tell Tyler
Uh-huh.
Perry to give her a chance. She put a billboard up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do something like that because I'm tired of. If I'm gonna work. I want to be able to work and be on TV. I need people to know my name.
I'll tell you, episode one, we did an impromptu audition tape for Tyler.
Oh,
So feel free if at any point the spirit moves you to break into character, we will clip it, we will send it to Tyler. We shot our shot at Tyler hard, episode
yeah.
one on Finding Joy. We were like, Tyler, we're available. I mean, it was thirsty. It was no shame, zero shame.
You got to be able to sing to be on his stuff though, because he always want
Ah,
people.
cuckoo critics. No,
Yeah, yeah. I can only sing in the shower and in my car.
that part. The acoustics are next level.
Yep.
But you were okay, so we were talking about, yes, her, him. She was asking about like defining the relationship, like what are we? Do you have like a hard and
Yeah.
fast rule with that? How do you feel about that? Do you think it matters who brings up the topic, or you think you should, are you like traditional, like, oh, the man should, you should
You
wait on
know,
the man to?
I say no. Bring it up
Yeah,
because with my experience, just going with the flow, it gets you left behind.
it does.
I didn't have one get engaged on me, another one get a girlfriend on me. So bring it up.
Well, good. That they're their problems now, not
Oh yeah,
yours. Because
definitely.
those bad communication issues will persist in the marriage.
Right.
It won't
So if
matter.
you wanna know like where we at because I always had the thought, but I didn't want to bring it up because you know I just
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to bring it up. But now I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not wasting my time. Mm-mm. Where this going? What we doing?
Yeah.
We ain't doing. Oh, it's not. What peace? Because I will not. I
Mm-mm.
will not go through this third time. Nope.
No. I
Mm.
mean, I haven't been single in a long time, but when I was very direct. And
Mhm.
it was almost kind of funny because men say, "Oh, well, y'all play games, and we don't want women playing games." But then when you're direct, even like old girl in the movie, she came right out and asked it. You're cagey. You're not giving direct responses. I was on a date with a guy once, and it went cool. It was fine, whatever. And then fast forward, we were gonna go on a second date, and he well, I saw some red flags during the first date. Second date, um we were gonna go out, but he said he had to go out of town, and he was like, "So we can just go get a quick dinner because I got to pack." Well, I don't really have to pack, and I was like, "What do you mean you don't really have to pack? Oh, you've already packed? You're just thinking like touching up your packing?" He goes, "Oh no, my ex-wife will come and pack for me," and I was like, "Your ex-wife?" He's like, "Yeah," and so there was this little voice in my head that said, that's your
Right.
answer, or don't ask no more questions because what would you know? But I just finally said, so wait, you're divorced, but your ex-wife still packs your luggage? Yeah, she'll come pack my luggage. She will pick up pillows at Marshall's sometimes because she thinks that matches the house better. I'm like, does she still live with you? No. Okay, well then why are y'all so you still sleep
Right.
with your ex-wife? Y'all still sleep together, huh? He goes, yeah. Is that a problem? Yeah. We don't need to go on the second date either.
Yeah. I'm cool.
Something said just ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hmm.
Yeah. That
Yeah. I
I
think the
feel like
woman should ask.
ask.
Or set
Don't.
standards out front, right? Or set like a standard maybe out front.
Yeah. Set your boundaries.
Hmm.
That's what I liked in the past, not no more.
And good for you. Because well, we see how this worked out for old girl.
Hmm.
Like she okay, so to me the first plot twist kind of was that he just up and left. Like he was like, "Oh, I have to go out of town all of a sudden."
Yeah.
And right? Was he Can you help me with this? Was he supposed to go with her to Houston initially and then he backed out or
No, he was basically like running from his relationship and his basically responsibilities at home. So he left and where they were in New York or whatever. He left and
yeah.
went to New York, I think, to like, decompress, and he met Dominique and liked her and
Okay.
started dealing with her. But then he
Okay.
had to eventually get back to reality.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, I gotta go,
Mm-hmm.
and so but I think because it was Christmas, he had already had. I mean, I'm sure he was still talking because that was his girlfriend. So he
Yeah.
was talking to her, and I forgot, he probably gave. I want to say he gave her like some excuse as to why he was away and where he was at
Mm-hmm.
for so long. This is
Mm-hmm.
what I have to do. Um, she was like, but she was very pushy too. Like, this is what we're doing, and you need to do this, and like this is how Reagan. Like, this is
You
what
talking about Reagan, yeah.
you. Mhm. And so she was basically kind of like, I want to say she kind of reminded him of like his dad, because he was following in his dad's footsteps, because his dad
Good point.
wanted him to be a doctor. He was a doctor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was
Mm-hmm.
trying to get him, I think it was his own practice or something like that. She was trying to
Mm-hmm.
get him to do, and that's not what he wanted to do. Being a
Mm-mm.
doctor wasn't his dream, but because he didn't want to disappoint, he just went with the flow. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Kerry represented like so Reagan, okay. Reagan, I remembered her from like it felt like a lot of early 2000s movies or whatever, but when I looked her up on
Mhm.
IMDb, I don't know. I think I keep getting her confused with somebody else because I kept thinking she had been on like dance movies or something.
Mhm.
She had been in like the Parenthood TV series and she had been in Jerry Maguire, which I guess that she was like really young then because that's a
Oh,
very old movie. Um, yeah, but she was like one of those early 2000s, late 90s hot girls. The thing about her is that I agree with you 1,000%. Like, I didn't even really make that connection that she was a lot like his dad. She's reminded me of the woman that already has your whole future planned out and
mhm.
like wants to be this power couple so bad. And power couples kind of just, they don't really planned, not happy ones. I mean, they're not really
Right.
planned. They just kind of like,
It's
you're
kind
on
of
your
like
own, you support
when
each
people
other.
want to get pregnant, and it's like, oh, we got to have sex at this time, and we got to eat.
Yes.
Like, no, it's supposed to be spontaneous. Like, we're not supposed to know the next move. Like, life, there's no what is it? There's no guidebook or instruction
Right.
book to life. You just live it
Hmm.
the best way you know how. Now, it is good to have certain plans, for
Hmm.
your education, for your career, but like
Hmm.
your personal life, like, no.
I agree
Like, we're gonna have
wholeheartedly.
2 kids. We're gonna have a boy and a girl. Like, you know how
And a cat
stressful
and a
that is?
dog. It's
Right.
horrible.
You know how stressful that is. So now we got to make sure we have a girl and a boy, but we want the boy to be the oldest because he's going to be the protector. So we're going to make sure, like, okay, so to make sure we have this boy, now we got to go to the doctor. We got to spend all this money to make sure that we have a boy, that they pick the male sperm and fertilize my no.
I met a lady like that who she and her husband only have boy embryos in the freezer place. Only boys.
Why would you want that?
Mm, and they stink. They definitely smell.
Like, why would you want that? Like, maybe one or two. I mean, but it's crazy because when I was
It was what her
in
husband wanted.
like it's cool, but like it is crazy because when I was in high school, my goal, like when I moved to Houston, like I want to move to Houston. I'm going to go to TSU. I want to graduate. I'm going to get married. I want to have three boys. I want to be the only girl in my house. I just want to be me, my husband, and my three
I'll
boys.
be the queen.
That's
Yes.
what I was thinking. But
Yeah.
you know, you have a house full of boys. You're going to be sitting on pee. You're going to be falling in the toilet.
Oh, I didn't think about
You're going to be cleaning, washing streaks out of drawers. You're going to be begging them to take a bath if they stink. You're going to be explaining to them like why you need to take a bath. Like,
that. In the
no,
morning and at night.
yes. Why
Well,
you
it's
need
starting with today and then in the morning and at night.
why do you need to put on lotion? You got to explain all of this hygiene stuff. Why you need to lotion your feet, lotion your hands, lotion your face, lotion your butt.
Girl, that part.
You want an itchy booty?
Right.
Put some lotion on your dry.
Smelly sports equipment. But mom, it's for good luck. None of us are washing our equipment all year. And then when we win the championships, then we can finally wash our
So now you want athlete's feet and jock itch. That's what you
and
want.
staphylococcus
Right. That's
infections.
what you want. Because I'm not putting no cream on none of that. You're going to do it yourself.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Call your daddy. Have your daddy come do it.
Yeah.
Well, he's a guy. Well,
No.
well, no, it's true. And why not to leave the milk on the counter? Like I don't even smell it before you eat it. Like don't just
Like
uh
why would you pour a big cup of juice and then leave a corner in the container and then put it back in the icebox? You don't finish it.
finish it. Just finish it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who's
No,
gone
I
days.
I had a
No.
brother. Do you have a brother? Do you have siblings? You have a sister who's there.
Yeah.
You also have a brother.
Yes. And he, oh my God, he ate so much. I'm like, God, I didn't even get none. Well, he's a growing boy. That's what my mama said. Girl, no.
Meanwhile, you'll be big as a house if you go for seconds. It's like, what? Why are
But
y'all policing
he
my
can
weight?
I can't. Like,
Right. And all his friends come over and they're all eating the food too.
well, they're growing boys, so I'm not a growing girl. I'm not grown.
No.
I'm not supposed to grow. Like, I'm not supposed.
Mm-mm.
No,
You don't need food. You're made of sugar and spice and everything nice.
clearly. But they eat all the sugar.
All that's left is spice. Oh my God, that's so
Yeah,
true.
cayenne pepper on you.
Right? Well, and that's what was funny because like they have okay, so they had the two sisters and they had a brother. It took me a while
Mm-hmm.
to figure out that that was the brother. His name
Yeah,
is
like who is the other girl? Because when they were trimming the tree, and
yeah.
um,
Oh,
yeah,
Imani,
yeah, and I was like, who is she? Like it took
the
me a while to figure
uncles.
like who is she in in this story? But I was like, oh, okay, she's so they, it was the brother and sister, the stepsister,
Mm-hmm.
and a brother
Mm-hmm.
is married to okay,
Thank you for
and
that
it's crazy.
reminder.
Everybody
Reagan
had
is a stepsister.
uh-huh. Everybody had their own issues except for Tabitha. I don't remember Tabitha having any issues. She was just messy.
Yes, she was, and I was like, she's the auntie, the best friend. She was the
Yeah,
auntie, right?
I want to say she was the aunt. I
She
think
was the
she was
aunt, right?
yeah, the mom's sister. She
The
was
mom's sister,
Mama Scott's sister.
Debbie.
Debbie. Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so excited to see Anna Scott. I didn't know what to do. Mama Scott, Anna Marie. I was so
Uh-huh.
excited to see her, the mom from Friday. I was so excited to see her. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good movie because I just love everything she does.
Anything she's in is so it's pretty much like all of these actors that I'm looking at,
Hmm.
like almost all of them, like don't disappoint
No.
in whatever they're in. They
And some
don't.
of them have been in the same projects. Like a
Mhm.
couple of them were in Snowfall together. Dominique Perry was in Rel. I didn't really realize that, playing Charlene. The girl's name was Charlene. I was like, okay. Um, and Rel's name is Richard in this movie, so I was like, okay, well, look at that weird connection.
Yeah,
Because Rel's from Chicago. There was like a few Chicago connections in here, Detroit connections. Like when I was kind of going over their bios, just kind of skimming, I was like, oh. And look, Martin Scorsese and what Leonardo DiCaprio are in the
uh-huh.
same movies all the time. Like, he writes the movie and Leo's in it.
Yeah,
So I'd love to see it when we do it too. Like, hey,
right. Because like who, like Seth Rogen and the Canadian actors, like I forgot
yes.
the other guy's name, but they all like play in a lot
Judd
of movies together.
Apatow. No,
And the other dude from I can't think right now,
I'm
but
looking
yeah, but
too.
they're all like pretty much like in movies together. So I like to see whenever we do it.
John C. Riley.
Let me see.
I love this. I love how we're looking up the white actors when
Yeah,
we typically, well, because typically we know more about them than we do about our own people because of the visibility. They're just,
yeah, but they're in everything. So
hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
because Seth, they're
what did you find it? Seth and
super bad, super bad. The guy on super bad,
oh yeah, Jonah Hill and Michael Cera and
they're yeah, so they and yeah, so they're always like in a lot of movies together,
yeah.
and so and I'm not upset, that they do
Mm-mm.
that because you should have your people that you can work with, people that
Mm-hmm.
if they're in it, it's gonna be fire. We got that connection. We got good vibes together because one thing you don't want is to be on a set. And this is just speaking from being in a couple of movies. I've never had any issues with people, but just
Mm-hmm.
knowing that because you're on a set, and a lot of times you're on set all day. If
Yeah.
you're going to be around people all day, you want to be able to get along with these people. That Tyler Perry show. What's that Tyler? He. Let me see. Hold on.
Because while you're looking, I will say so Seth and Michael Cera and Jonah Hill, I think they were all in Geeks in the Hall. I
Uh
think
huh.
that was how they all kind of connected, was Geeks in the Hall.
Okay.
And a lot of them came up in the same, oh, Freaks and Geeks, that's what it's called, Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks. Okay.
That's where it all started for them, was Freaks and Geeks.
Got you. And
Hmm.
so yeah, so Tyler Perry's show, Beauty in Black.
Oh yes.
So Crystal Stewart that played Mallory, and
Hmm.
then
Another
uh
Houstonian,
the
a
other one,
Texan.
Taylor Polidor, she played Kimmy. Like
Hmm.
Kimmy's been doing season 3, so I don't even know how this is going to work, or if they're even going to be able to do a season 3 because she's not coming back because of the one that played Mallory was such a bully on, on set, and it's almost like who she was in the show. I don't know if you ever seen Beauty in Black,
It's on my
but
list.
who she is on in the movie and on the show is almost it was like she was basically like that, like to her in real life. So she was like, I'm not coming back. And for you to just stop your bag to not work, to not come back to season 3 because of how somebody's treating you, like that's a that was some
Okay.
issues.
So here's the thing. So definitely we can call it like a hostile work environment. So now we're gonna go on to like a little weird rabbit hole. But I
Hmm.
love it. This is the whole point. Okay.
Yeah.
So Crystal Stewart, oh gosh. Me and her are close in birthdays. Anyway, she's from Houston. So she was in pageants. So there's this whole documentary about her in on Hulu. Impact did an impact piece on her. It's like
Oh,
2020 time, they did the 2020 impact. And she has a whole um episode dedicated to her because she's a part of some pageant scandal. So oh girl, yeah, yeah. So her whole legacy as a beauty queen has been completely upended. Actually, me and her went to the same dermatologist. So I used to see her face hanging up in the wall, all like in the hallway, because he would do other celebrities like Tracy McGrady. He was their
uh-huh.
dermatologist too. So anyway, that's where I first saw her, and she won Miss USA, right? Actress. So she's been in like Acrimony and some other things, for better for
Yeah.
worse. So she's a Tyler Perry girly, but even the people that I know that are 1 degree separated from her that have had to like work on her, maybe in an aesthetic sort of a way, cosmetic sort of a way. I want to give away too much. They're like, she's not a nice person.
Yes,
And
to be
she's
honest
like
with you.
yeah, they're like, she's just not a nice person. So this scandal apparently like helped her sell a bunch of spas or something. I don't know. But feel free to watch that since you know who she is. Look
Uh-huh.
it up on Hulu. It is fascinating. And they interview her at the end. So it's not one of those where they just talk about her and you never see her. And then at the end, you get that weird blurb of, we reached out to so and so and they declined to comment. No, she comments at the end. And
I'm intrigued to see if she might be like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I said it. So what?
yeah, you know what? She doesn't take accountability for much. And I mean, her husband's involved. It's a whole thing. I think she's now divorced or something. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
scandalous. So I could see it. People walk off jobs for hostile work environments, but like to your point, in entertainment, it's really, really sensitive. Like I've been in 2 Christmas movies as an extra.
Uh-huh.
And just being an extra, you're there a long time, like a few hours. There
Right.
ain't no pop in after, Papados, pop in, be an extra real quick, sit there, and then leave. Like, depending on where they are, scheduling wise, you might not.
That's your scene again for whatever
Yeah,
reason.
yeah. And you can see the chemistry to your point. That's so funny you brought up Beauty in the Black because it came up on Monday on episode 1.
Uh-huh.
Um, okay, so now I feel like that was my message from the universe to like really watch Beauty in the Black while I'm off for
Yes.
Christmas. Because I've heard it twice. Did you see Divorce in Black? I mean, we're just gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Did you
I like
initially get through the first 10 minutes or did you like abandon it and come back?
no, I watch it. So I'm really one of those like because it's us, and
Hmm.
I'm more drawn to the story.
Hmm.
Like what's going on in the story, but like the
Yeah.
act for the most part, I kind of hate how Tyler Perry writes because
Hmm.
I'm like they didn't have to be this mean. They didn't have
They
to
were
do
terrible. They
yeah.
were
So I'm just like,
terrible.
why do they have to? But it's like I'm into the story, just like with his shows. Like with Sisters,
Hmm.
Bruhs, like
Hmm.
all of those shows, it's like the way it's written is like it's very irritating. Like the way he have these act because these are some really good actors, right?
Yes,
Even
yes.
other projects, they're great actors. But the way Tyler Perry writes them is it's almost like they're beginners almost. And it's like, oh my God, this is so cringe. I'm about to but I'm glued to the story.
I feel like you are like you are killing me right now for a couple reasons. One, as the special guest from episode 1 said the same thing, but she didn't say the part about she said he has really good actors in Beauty and or Divorce in Black, and that's why those scenes worked. So
Uh-huh.
it was the part like which she didn't say, kind of. And you were
Uh-huh.
like, look, the way he writes is irritating, but luckily he has good actors, which is essentially what she said. So I love your candor. And also when you talk about like his writing style being irritating, I feel like this is an opportunity for us to do an audition tape. I'm gonna lead and then you because you already know what I'm gonna do.
Right.
So TT, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna leave because I think I should go. And then you're gonna say,
But why are you going?
because I
What?
have to go.
But can you just stay?
I can't stay. I have to go.
But why?
It's just, I have to go, and I can't explain why. I'm going. You can't make me stay. You can't make me stay. Are you
But
asking me to stay?
I'm asking you to stay. You're gonna hurt me if you go.
So you want me to stay because it'd hurt if I left.
Yes. So are you gonna stay?
I'm gonna go, and it's
You're
gonna
gonna
hurt
go.
you.
You're
Yeah,
gonna go.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave.
So you're gonna go.
I'm gonna leave even though you want me to stay. And it's gonna hurt when I leave, but I
So you're
can't
gonna go.
stay. I'm gonna go. And see. And we're like, Tyler, baby.
I'm just like, if they say that one more time, you got one more time, Tyler. You got one more time, Tyler, before I fly to Atlanta, find your mansion, find you,
Yeah.
and strangle you with a pillowcase.
Yeah, literally, yes. And shove this
He
Christmas
said it
tree.
one time. That's all you need to hear. One time.
And get shanked with this Christmas tree.
Tickle with the Christmas tree. You
So
ever been tickled
pointy.
with a tree, man?
Right?
I'm gonna hold up his arm. You tickle him with the tree.
Do it. He says, move on with the scene, Tyler.
Please and thank you.
The layers of the plot, I felt like so this moved along. I think the thing that you made me think of when you were talking about Tyler Perry's writing style that's annoying that this movie didn't do is the plot moved along. It moved because this movie's not even 2 hours, and we covered like four different plots. Like you said, every character had their own
Issue.
story.
Yeah.
So we had the church that was about to be that they're under pressure to sell. Um,
The stepsister was
but she worked for the company that was trying to buy
like
it, but nobody knew
there
that.
before. Yeah. You had the brother and his wife with their
hmm
sexual problems. They had intimacy.
We find that out later, right? That there's like because you could tell
And
that they're
at the
like
end, pretty much at
off.
the end, we
Yeah.
find well, because like during the movie, she's doing everything in her power. She's trying to dress seductive. She's trying to hey look at me. I'm in
And
some
she's
lingerie.
gorgeous.
Yeah, but
Alicia Friday is her name, I think. Yeah.
yeah, but he just didn't have it in him to just tell her that he was going. He had this issue. It was like
Mhm.
I mean, and I get it for the movie purposes. He had to keep it a secret. It had to come out later for the movie purposes. But in
Yeah.
real life, talk to your wife.
It's you know what's shocking though? So many couples don't communicate like that. You
Yeah.
would think because they it felt like they were trying to make us think he was cheating. That felt like the like
That's what I was
obvious.
thinking. Like, and I'm sure she was thinking the same thing. If you ain't sleeping with me,
hmm
sleeping with
What's going on? Why do you
because
keep running
everybody
off?
knows men like sex. We know that.
hmm
So if you're
hmm
not, so me and his lingerie, you chose me. You just like you wanted to marry me. So me and his lingerie, and I ain't fat either.
We're not look, and this
You see what I'm
you're
saying?
not attacking me like a bobcat. What's going on?
Right. I know I smell good. I look good. And you not throwing me on the bed.
You're running away like a raccoon in the night.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was really interesting, and I love the fact that they brought that up, and it was kind of a quick little dust up. It wasn't in some complicated fix. It
Yeah,
was just like, yeah, I'm going to the doctor and I'm getting medications and I'm something. There was some resolution. And
Yeah.
oh, this sister, the Plain sister. I'm about to forget about this man, and I don't want to. The Plain sister, Marissa, called
Yeah.
her best friend Michael. Did you know Michael was gay out the gate?
Not in the well, yes, because when they had their first conversation, well, I don't know if it was the first conversation, but when she was talking to him on the phone and she was like sad and he was like, I'm about to come. And she was like, no, because I don't want your, I don't want, I think she just said either your boyfriend or she said his name. But I don't want him to be upset. He was like, oh, he'll be all right. And I was like, did he say
Hmm.
is that
When she
no.
was like talking to him in the very beginning of the movie, and he was like, "Girl, were you in that ponytail?" I was like, "Okay, he's mentioned her ponytail, and it's worth getting a
Yeah,
handle
and I
on, but
think
it
that
ain't
that was them trying to, and I didn't catch it, but I think that was them trying to let us know that he's, you
something's
know,
up."
yeah, because you like most men, they don't care about your hair as long as it look good. They don't care.
Right,
You're like, girl,
right.
you had that, you keep that plain hairstyle, but
Wasn't terrible.
I didn't catch it then, but then
Mm-mm.
but I do like that he was there for her. That was like, this is my best friend. She needs me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come out there. And we need friends like that. So I like that he was able to come out there and he went with the flow, but he was also like, I like how he was messing with Laurel too
Mm-hmm.
when they was playing. What was they playing? Spades.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, not you, Rel, over here getting jealous.
Oh yeah, he got real jealous, and I loved
Mhm.
like the comedic relief that he provided every time he walk up. He would flirt with her mama, and like they kept
Uh-huh.
playing the D'Angelo "How Does It Feel" instrumental in the background. Like
Yeah,
they all unapologetically lusted after that man. He's a beautiful man. I could see how,
yeah.
and I was even like, I felt like I've seen him before, but the only thing I found for him was Best Man final holiday final chapter. But
Mhm.
apparently he's done like a lot of TV hosting roles. But like he was funny in the well, he provided comedic relief. That what was he, an uncle? The sleazy
But yeah,
uncle?
he was yeah, and then he was messing with his cousin. That was
Oh
so.
yes.
And he was like, when she was like, "Oh, that's my auntie, something, something," and they was like,
Yes.
"Me?" Like, yeah, well, I forgot what she said. Like, she left, and we don't know what happened. Blah blah blah.
Yes.
And so when he comes, she's like, they like, that's your cousin.
That's a cousin.
He had gave her every excuse why she could not come to Christmas dinner.
That was hilarious. He was on Comic View for a long time. His name's Howie Bell.
Mhm.
He's out of Detroit. He's a comedian. And
Yeah,
he's yeah, it was cool. Like he and Debbie were a good pairing. He and Tabitha
yeah.
Brown were a good little pairing.
And Rico Ross, he's also in Beauty and Black. Rico Ross, he's actually like one of the basically everybody. He's like the HNIC
Oh,
on Beauty and
okay.
Black.
I'm gonna watch it
So,
because I was told if I just get through episode one, I'll probably be locked in.
don't worry about the acting. Just focus on the story. Focus on the story. That's what I gotta tell myself. I be like,
Okay.
if she say that one more time, how many times she gonna say it? She
We
already said it,
know. We know. That's why you have 18 episodes. We could really just have eight.
right? Yeah, but no, but again, I like these corny shows, corny
Me
movies,
too.
mainly because it's us.
Yeah.
I don't care, even if it's bad. I'll watch it one time and probably never go back to watching it again. But you
Yeah.
can't say I don't support
Yeah.
because I'm going to support us. Like Issa Rae say, I'm rooting for everybody black.
Look, I was at Essence Festival 2 years ago, and I sat in on one of the breakout sessions, and it was author Kennedy Ryan, and it was a couple of like Peacock, it was like a Peacock exec there, MGM, and some other. Anyway, one of her books, she's like, have you heard of Kennedy Ryan? She's a New York Times bestselling author. If you have not read her books,
I haven't read her books, but I've heard her name.
So they're taking one of her books and turning it into a movie on Peacock. And they
Okay.
talked about the process of bringing a book to film
Okay.
and how hard it is because a lot of times the production companies are white and they try to like change your story, but there's so much
White.
embedded in yes, there's so much whitewashing and there are so many signals that we have in our writing style that let the black reader know this is written by a black person. Even if you know it, it just feels like your best friend wrote it, right?
Mhm.
And one of the things they said was no matter what, even if you know you're gonna hate it, watch it because black productions, black casted projects need the support. And
Mhm.
the only way they're going to keep getting the budgets and getting the support, like when they pitch their scripts to MGM Plus and all that, the only way they keep coming is if we watch. So I love that
Right.
that's what you said, and that's why I say like if we even if we didn't like it, we're gonna ramble about. I've had more people watch movies I hated
Uh-huh.
because I made it sound so terrible. How bad was it? But please still watch it, because we have to support our craft. So,
They're not going to
um,
support. So
yeah, I'm
we
glad that you said
do
that.
it for ourselves. We have to do it for ourselves.
Hmm.
And what I love about a lot of us, like even in, the comedy scene.
Hmm.
So I ain't gonna lie, I don't go to a lot of these white shows. If I go
Hmm.
to a show like at the Riot or at the Secret Group, it's because somebody black is on that show and I support them, right?
Right. Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, and I like my, my white
But I
comic
know what
friends.
you're saying.
They're
No, I know
cool,
what you're saying.
but I'm not going to support you and not them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's either I come for them or I don't come at all.
Hmm.
And you just so happen to be on stage because you're on the same show as them. And so if you're on stage, then of course I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch you and I'm gonna support you. But I showed up for them, but I stuck
Yeah.
around for you and them. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
So
do. I think what's funny about comedy, puns intended, I guess, I don't know, is that it looks like it's a dominated space for black comedians, like it's black dominated because of who makes it.
mhm,
But in reality, it is still a white male dominated space. And there's not a lot of us. And then black female comedians, there's really not a lot of us. And so one thing that I loved about my experience when I came back to comedy was that I saw a lot more of us,
mhm.
which was still one a lot, but it was like
Right. I
more
was
of
too
us.
this time.
There
Okay.
are four more than when I was here 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Um, and that we are supportive of one another.
Mhm.
And we really try to make sure that we highlight each other in our best light in positive ways and give each other opportunities. I could speak for the Houston community at the very least, Black female comedy community at the very least. Like we really do give each other opportunities. And
Oh
you're
yeah.
right, it is difficult because but we do have to support one another. And that's why I get all like, oh man, so and so has a show and I want to go. And then, life, or whatever,
Yeah.
but we have to support each other, and that's why I thought you would be perfect to have on because when I saw you we were all talking about movies and you were like,
Yeah.
have y'all seen, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, cool, because I don't ever know
Yeah.
if somebody would want to come on. I don't know,
Yeah.
or if you watch
But you
movies
also
like
gotta
that.
ask, that closed mouths don't get fed. So you also gotta
No.
kind of put yourself out there, like, hey, I do this podcast, and
Hmm.
you like movies. You want to do my
Hmm.
podcast?
Hmm. Yeah, you're so right. And like this year, I've been more intentional about really reaching out and being more assertive about it because um it's it's important to me it's going to expand more in 2026
Mm-hmm.
in all areas of Black art, not just, film. And if there's, like you said, you've been in a couple movies, I would love to know what those movies are. I'll watch them. We could talk about it. I mean, my scene got cut. Me, Corliss, another Houston comedian that she knows. I'm saying this for y'all people out there. We
I
were
love it.
in. Corliss is amazing. Okay,
He
we were.
is.
She's fabulous. She's amazing. She's funny. She's smart. And we were on set at this Christmas movie that I told just come. And then we get there. They're like, y'all want a speaking part? We're like, yeah. And so we do we do this talent show scene or whatever. And then when the movie comes out, I'm like, our movie's out. She's like, yes. It's called Hard Holiday. It's like
Okay.
it's a Houston movie. Well, our talent show scene got cut. Both of us did our own. She did a monologue from Losing Isaiah.
That probably should have been a Tyler Perry movie, but
She did this hyper dramatic scene from Losing Isaiah, and I did because it was we were in a church, so
uh,
I did I think I'm gonna post it a my own rendition of the Baddies theme song.
bad.
We outside tonight.
Uh-huh.
But instead of saying, bitch, we outside tonight, I was like, Christ, we outside tonight. And then I like, and so I
I
did a quick little remix.
he was like, "That's my daughter, and I'm sticking beside her.
Stick beside the Lord. I'm stick beside. She's mine. So
I'm gonna stick beside her."
I
That's so
created
cool.
her, I guess. So, but yeah. So what are any of these movies that they come out recently? Do you want to plug them now, or do you want to just tell me and we'll review them later?
No, these movies came out a couple of years ago. The first
Hmm.
one that I did, and to be honest with you, you're not gonna understand what's going on in this movie because if I wasn't
Perfect.
in this movie, like, because I went to the premiere, paid $60 to go see this movie at the movie theaters. Yes, child, it was so low, but I didn't even get paid. But it was my first movie, so I was just so excited to just be in a
Happy to have
movie.
your credit. Happy to have your acting
Yes,
credit.
yes, yes, yes.
Same.
But it's called hold on. I can't even remember. Lord, hold on. I know. Let me see. Oh, look, I got my Mo City. That's what it's called.
Mo
See,
City.
I ain't got no picture on there,
Girl, I see you, girl.
but it's called Mo City. Like if you have known for Mo City. So if you weren't in the movie, so basically the movie was about this guy. His name is Pops Mo. When they asked me about the movie, because I originally went to support some other comics that I knew that was in the movie, and then they asked me if I
Uh-huh.
wanted to be in it. So when they said Pops Mo, I'm thinking Pop Smoke.
Me too.
So when they asked me about it, I was like, "Yeah, I just feel like black men need to come together. They need to stop killing each other. Like,
Yeah.
and they was like, oh, okay, okay. They did not even make a bat an eye that I was wrong, like completely wrong.
They just let you rock with
They
it.
just let me. But the guy's name is Pops Mo. He has four sons. I think one of them was like an extra son or whatever. And so basically, he ends up dying, right? He ends up
Of
passing
course.
away. And it's just like just family drama. Like after he passes away, it's family drama. One of the brothers gets sick. He ends up in the hospital. Another brother, he's a real estate agent, and another brother's wife is a real estate agent as well. They
Hmm.
end up getting into a fight because the brother's trying to steal the sister-in-law's clients and stuff. I ended up playing two people. So we shot the movie, finished the movie. Then, because I played one of the wives,
Okay.
I shot the movie. We shot the movie. The movie finished. They were going back to Vegas, but the guy that had the hard drive of all the movie, ended up
Hmm.
leaving his backpack somewhere, left it outside. It got rained on, and half the movie got destroyed. So we end up having to do the movie all over again. So some of the people that were in the first movie were not in the second
Wow.
like when we reshot it, I had braids at the time of actually I think I had braids both times, right? But they
Hmm.
asked me to be another person, so I had to run home. We shot it in Missouri City, and I live in Fresno, so I had to run
Hmm.
home, get a wig, and this is just some wig that I used to wear, but I stopped taking care of it. So it's more so
Yeah.
like
Oh, girl, I'm already
I just
picturing this.
if I decide to come up with a character with nappy hair, like that's
Boom.
a wig that I'm going to use. So I ended up putting that on. Oh my god! When I tell you when I watched this movie, I was like, what the hell going on in this movie? I don't know what's going on. I, but I was like, ooh, okay.
That sounds like a lot. And it
And it's
sounds like,
low. It's low budget. It's low budget.
well, anybody that's losing the entirety of the film in a rainstorm, I'm gonna say yes. It also
Yes,
sounds like what would happen if I tried to make my own movie, though.
and then the other movie I did is on YouTube. It's called Circumvent.
Okay.
Circumvent. So this movie, I play Mona. Um, I'm very high class. I got money, and I have these knives. When they told me I was going to have these knives, I thought these knives were going to be like actual like life size knives,
Uh-huh.
but they weren't. They were like little small, like
Tiny, like paring knives?
no, like knives like this,
Oh, like
like very, very small knives. But anyway,
that's
so basically, in this movie, I'm sleep in my house. I get robbed while I'm sleeping. So one of the people steals like a ring of mine, and she ends up selling it to my friend's boyfriend. He doesn't know that it was stolen from my house, right? So I'm
mhm,
trying to figure out who broke into
mhm.
my house. So, and I'm also crazy. So I'm like, whoever stole my ring, I'm not calling the cops. I'm calling the coroner because why you messing with me? Because I don't mess with nobody. So why you messing with me,
Were
right?
you rolling up with the knives?
That's at the end. So I actually unalive somebody. Yes,
I need you to
and
explain to me how you're saying any of this with a straight face. How are you doing? How are you doing
oh
this?
my god, it was fun. Like I enjoy like making the movies, but
Yeah.
again, with these movies, we had a script, but it was
Hmm.
also like read the script, but kind of do your own thing. Just kind
Okay.
of get in line with what where we're trying to go, with the script.
Hmm.
So I didn't have to memorize my lines, right? And I like that because I can actually be myself. Like I can be who I really
Hmm.
am. So and I
Hmm.
really enjoyed this movie was a lot better than the first one I did. And it was
It
some of
sounds
the
like.
same character. Actually, all of us were in the first movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
For except for the one that robbed me, she wrote the first movie.
She wrote
But
Mo City.
yeah, she wrote Most City. But in this one, she didn't write it. A guy, and his name is Jonathan. Jonathan, last name starts with a W. But anyway, I'll send you the link to the movie because it's on YouTube. So I'll send you
Okay.
that link.
Yeah,
Most
send
cities
it
on
to me.
Tubi.
Yeah.
Good at made
I feel like I've seen Mo City on
but
Tubi before. I feel like I've seen
yeah.
it like in passing. Okay, girl. So what is your score?
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
5 peppermint hot chocolates because it kept me on my toes. It was so much unexpected in this movie, and
Mm-hmm.
I like being surprised. Like I do not like movies where I can kind of tell you like what's going to happen. Although it was some parts where it was like, "Good, I bring it out for you," right? But it was a lot in that movie. I was like, "Dang, dang,"
Same,
right?
same.
And then I like the characters that were in the movie. Everybody did a great job,
Mhm.
and I'm giving it a 5 because it was us.
Yep,
So
for us
that
by
that
us.
that alone right there, like you got my vote. Like that alone right there. I mean, and it wasn't. like, yes, it was a woman that, she was looking for love, but she wasn't being abused, cheated
Right.
on. She wasn't
Right.
down in the dumps. She just had a hard time, in the relationship department, which is a lot of us. And so that's
Mm,
kind of what irritates me with, Tyler Perry, because I feel like, and maybe this is just all he knows, but he paints black women as needing to be saved
yeah.
all the time. Like a lot of us, and then like if we don't need to be saved, it's like if you're, a strong independent woman, you don't have a man because you're a strong independent woman. So now you got to get with a man who's below your standards in order for
Right.
you to
And you
get a man.
don't. Mm-hmm.
And
And you
I'm just
don't.
like, that's what I don't like. So I like
Mm-hmm.
that because I kind of felt her because again, I was, in her shoes, for a certain part as far as like dealing with the
Mm-hmm.
man, you're trying to figure out where it's going, and then you realize
Mm-hmm.
it's not going nowhere because somebody else had his heart. So I felt that.
And
And
like, oh, go ahead.
I was like, and I've crashed out a lot in my head. I
All
done
the
whooped so
time.
much ass.
So much.
So
So
much
much.
ass.
I've taken so many names. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that like the point that you were making about his heart was elsewhere, his heart was really with like he was still trying to figure out who he was as a man. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be a doctor anymore. He's got to change his career. He's got to break a few hearts. He's got to break his dad's heart because he doesn't want to be a doctor anymore. He's got to break his girlfriend's heart, Carrie's, because she's got this vision of them being this power couple, but she's
Mhm.
also working too much. There's a lot of perfectionism, like
Yeah.
as an undertone in there. Like they want Marissa to no man having Marissa. They kept calling her that. They didn't like her ponytail. Then you had the half sister who was little Miss Perfect. I mean, not a hair out of place,
Yeah.
working all the time. Got the big fancy job, even though the family was like, "Have you sold your soul? Like, breathe, relax."
Yeah.
Um, it was funny. There was trauma in there, but like to your point, it was palatable because it's like
Mhm.
she
It's
her
almost,
because then her mom died of like a drug addiction or something.
yeah.
Yeah, and then she and her sister
Yeah.
were grieving. Wait,
Because her
Marissa?
mom died, and
Yes,
then
there was grief.
Dominique's dad died, and
Mm-hmm.
Dominique felt that her mom moved on too quickly.
And there
But
we
it
go.
wasn't
Yeah.
really an issue with the stepdad as like per
Mm-hmm.
se, because he was a good man, right? But it was
Right.
just like my dad just died, and you on the next peen right now. Like, come on.
And then
So,
her
but
mom didn't she feel like her mom favored the his
yeah,
daughter more too?
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, and then, but once everybody sat down and talked about everything that they were feeling, everybody, because I never, anytime somebody feels any type of way, I always tell people that their feelings are valid. Whether I feel
Yes.
like you're doing
Yes.
too much or, whatever, because
Yes.
you feel how you feel because that's how you feel, right? I can't tell you how to feel, right? So your
Exactly.
feelings are valid, but everybody had legitimate reasons on why they felt how they felt,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? So the stepsister, she didn't have the love, the mother's type of love that Dominique had. And Dominique's mom knew that. So she, kind of, put
Poured into her a bit
put
more.
it more because in her eyes, my daughter is already getting the love that
Mm-hmm.
that she needs. This little girl just lost her mom. Let me give her. Mom didn't realize that she was giving more to her, and the mom probably didn't even realize that she was, that she was doing it. And I'm sure it wasn't her intention
Mm-hmm.
to put her stepdaughter before her daughter. She was just
Mm-hmm.
like, "You just lost your mom. Let me give you the love that you're seeking from a mother."
And that apology was so beautiful. You know, like
Hmm.
the fact that she actually apologized to her daughter and said,
Hmm.
I didn't take your grief into consideration
Hmm.
the way that I could have.
Right.
And yeah, and you know, the if you've ever felt less than speech, which
Hmm.
I thought
Yeah.
was really important to see because apologies don't happen in every household. A lot of people just sweep stuff under the rug and keep going. You get into horrible fights, say ugly things, be going through stuff, and somebody says how they're feeling, their feelings are not heard or not validated. So anytime I see, especially like you're talking about in black movies where we're apologizing to each other and then the apologies are being received and not just like
They're not BS.
either
This is actually, like heartfelt. Like, I'm
yes,
and I didn't
yes.
realize this is what I did, and I apologize. But
Hmm.
this is why not to just make excuses for why I did what I did, but I did this because I didn't realize what I was doing.
Exactly.
I was doing because this is what I was going through. That's why I said
Hmm.
everybody had their own issues except for Tabitha.
Everybody did.
She was just there, like, what's the next thing?
Drinking.
Mm,
And that little red wig, which was cute.
yeah.
But okay, so the thing that got me, and I want to know if this got you too, when Lil Rel never came back, I looked up, I was like, so he's just like not ever coming back? Because the resolution of the story actually wasn't the two sisters finding love. Lil
Hmm.
Rel broke up with everybody. He
Hmm.
left to go figure out whether or not he's gonna be a doctor or not, or basically decide not to be a doctor anymore. And he like never came back.
And
He's
we
got
didn't want him to come back. Me and my sister watched that movie, and we was like, glad he didn't come back. And
yeah,
we was calling him everything but a child of God. We was watching that movie.
he was just so jealous. And it's like, what do you even, you don't even really want her like that. Y'all been together 3 months. You're cheating on both of them,
Right.
essentially. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of did want Michael to be straight though. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he's the
I
gay
was
bestie, I
straight
think.
in real life.
Hmm.
Look him up and see. You got a boyfriend, you got a girlfriend.
I hope that's what we need to know. That's what we need to know. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I give it 5 peppermint hot chocolates too for all of the reasons that you mentioned, and also just that conversation about I, it's especially about the women, like you were talking about, like Tyler Perry and his trauma and how he
Mhm.
douses us in trauma and like literally makes you have a meltdown within the first 10 minutes of any project before you can get to the story. Um, in this movie though, that's not a Tyler Perry movie. um, what I liked so much was that he honed in on realistic characters. These characters are very realistic. There are so
Mhm.
many women, myself included, that work when they're supposed to be off, that are under a bunch of pressure and forget about what's important sometimes.
Mhm.
Um, the fact that Marissa, the focus, they didn't care about her having this coffee company or wanting to pursue her own coffee company, having a successful job and being overall a happy person, just really missing her dad.
Right.
All they cared about is she gonna have a man? She don't ever have a man. She gonna get a man? We'll have a man. She a man, a man, a man, a man, a man. Until she get a man, she ain't worth nothing. That was the tacky uncle, right? Who's like,
Yeah.
all I know is she ain't got no man. She ain't got no man. And we
Yeah.
get it. She don't have a man. We get it.
A lot of us
Uh,
don't, and that doesn't make us any less of a woman.
doesn't.
So,
It
but
doesn't.
I do like that it ended with, like you said, everybody apologized. The broken hearts were mended
Mm-hmm.
as far as like within the family.
Within the family. Yeah, it was a love
Everybody,
story about family, really.
exactly. It was a family love
Yeah.
story. And everybody was like, oh, he ain't shit. So we just,
Yeah.
we done. He out the family. He's out of our lives. Now we're going to work on us. So the sisters are working on their relationship. The
Mm-hmm.
mom and daughters
Mm-hmm.
working on her relation. Their relationship. The brothers working on his relationship with his wife.
Yeah.
The uncle, he told the cousin she can't come back.
We got the uncle together so that he's not going
Yeah,
to procreate with another family
with his
member.
right,
That was
but
zany. That was real zany. That was real zany. And
yeah.
and the gr- and Marissa gave her her not new, but her stepdaddy a chance. Like they
Hmm.
kind of hit the reset button
Yeah.
because she was like, I felt like you were trying to replace my father.
Yeah, she never gave him a chance because of that. And so,
Hmm.
I do like that this movie, it was heartfelt, towards it was funny. It
It
had its funny
was. It was very
parts, but
funny.
also had, its serious moments. So it knew when to be funny, it knew when to be serious, and it ended with Black women not being saved by, any
Right.
type of man. But, hey, look, there's no perfect family. Every family out there got something going on, some type of issue within the family. The thing is,
Absolutely.
can you guys mend whatever it is that's broken?
Yeah. And it
And
took
it's
everybody to do it. It took everybody to come together to do it. It wasn't one person because we see this too in a lot of our films where a lot of times the daughter or the younger person is expected to like bring the old people,
mhm.
out of their
Yeah,
pride or out of their shame. Everybody took accountability and was able to like, I mean, this was the way that they tied this film up was like sitcom style.
yeah,
And in an hour, we're gonna resolve all of our problems and it's gonna be great and it's fine and fa la la la. And it's like,
yeah.
okay, so no, I think that's a great way to actually tie it up is, this was really a love story about family. It's extremely funny. It held my attention. I've been very disappointed in like the list of movies that I have that are new Christmas movies for 2025, Black Christmas movies 2025. I just feel like there's not a lot out there. And this movie I was really, really excited about, and it did not disappoint. It
It
did
did not.
not disappoint. And now I'm used to skinny Lil Rel. I feel like I'm officially used to skinny Rel.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's honestly like with everybody that was in that movie,
Hmm.
I had no doubts that it was going to be a good movie. You
Yes,
you
yes.
can look at certain movies like the cover, and be like, oh, that's going to be a good movie because so and so's in it. It's going to be a good movie because that person, and that person in this movie. Oh yeah, I'm watching. My sister sat down and watched it. She don't like rom coms. You hear
Yeah.
action
Oh
movies?
yeah.
That's my sister. She's action.
Is your sister one of those? Because this came up too on the other episode. That there are people that they have action movies that are their favorite Christmas movies. Is your sister like I'm watching Die Hard at Christmas or I'm watching Home
No,
Alone?
I gotta ask you. I don't know if she has like a favorite like Christmas like action movie, but
Hmm.
she is a Marvel fan. She can tell you about
Okay.
every Marvel character. Marvel like
She's Marvel Universe.
Storm is her person, but she knows every backstory story to Marvel. And I was
No,
like,
Marvel's like that. Marvel is that is a universe. And
uh
you got to know like it. That's why I don't even get into it because I'm like I don't even know where to start. I don't even.
I don't either. I just when she watch it, if I'm down here, watching it, then I'll watch it with her. But most of the time, I'm
Hmm.
not watching no action movie, not by myself. I'm watching rom coms.
I'm a rom-com fan. I can't wait. I cannot wait for like there's so many movies coming out, and I'm gonna hit you up
Yeah.
because as a matter of fact, I'll make a rom-com recommendation for you now. After I say yes, five peppermint hot chocolates for unexpected Christmas.
Yeah.
Unexpected Christmas. And the rom-com, if you haven't seen it yet, is My Valentine Crush and then My Valentine Wedding. It's on BET Plus. It came out
Okay. I
last
don't
year
think
and
I've
I did a
seen it.
review of
Okay.
it. But I haven't released the review yet. I saved it for this Valentine's Day
Got
season,
you.
romance
Okay.
season. But yeah. Check it out because it's got Travis Cure in there.
Ooh.
Do you know who Travis Cure is?
I gotta see that.
Talk about hot chocolate.
And I love me some dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is my favorite.
He's dark girl with the silky eyebrows. Oh. You remember that? You remember that band Groove Theory? That group Groove Theory. Tell me if you want me. And it had that Bryce guy. Want me to?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was really fine back in the day, but if you see him now, you're like, what happened?
What
Anyway,
is they part Caucasian? Because a lot of times that happen. They be bright and you find out they part white.
no, he's chocolate
Mm.
chocolate with like the shiny eyebrows and the curly hair and the. He looks like he might be like Jamaican or something in real life.
Mm.
Wicka, wicka, wow. Dirty wine. Okay, well,
There's
hi, go critics. We're going to Jamaica.
let's
No, yeah.
go. I'm passport ready. Let's go.
Mm, mm,
How
mm.
Titi got her groove back.
Oh, yeah. Now that is a movie I would watch. I will watch how TT got her groove back. It has been such a pleasure having you on tonight. Like you've been
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you, thank you. I had a lot of
Uh,
fun. Thank you for asking me to come on here. This was fun, and ask me to come back because I want to come back. This
I'm
is
gonna
so
have you
fun.
back. You already
Okay,
look. You already
okay.
booked, girl. You booked. I was texting your agent. You were booked.
Bet.
Big.